Hello guys, welcome to CodeWord. I'm Samvid Mistry, back with another video in Rust programming series. I feel that in the last video I covered almost nothing about Rust, so we're going to cover a lot of things in this and upcoming videos. Let's just get straight in. First of all, we're going to take a look at Cargo. Cargo is Rust's build system and package manager. It is similar to any other build system you might be aware of, such as Make or CMake. But it is limited in functionality as compared to those build systems, as Cargo is specifically made for Rust and tools such as Make and CMake are general purpose and provide more functionality. For small projects with single files, you might not see any benefit from using Cargo, but Cargo shines when we have external dependencies in the project. We will talk about external dependencies in a later video. Let's check if Cargo is installed in the system. To check, we will write cargo --version. Okay, what's wrong? Okay, version. As you can see, it shows the version of Cargo. If you see an error like command not found, then you should search how to install Cargo separately. However, if you have installed Rust from the official method shown on the website, then you're covered. So let's create our project with Cargo. To create a project, you need to go to the directory where you want to create the project and type cargo new, then the project name. Here we are using calculator --bin. --bin switch tells Cargo that we want to create an executable program rather than a library. Executables are also called binaries, so the switch is called --bin. Let's go into our project. cd calculator. Listing the files, we see a directory named src and a file cargo.toml. We will talk about cargo.toml more when we need it. Let's take a look at src first. cd src. Listing the files, we see a Rust program. Let's see what it contains. Cat main.rs. So it is a Rust program which prints hello world. Cargo wants us to put our source program files into the src folder. Now, Cargo provides many handy functions for us to build our system and work with it. To build the project, we can simply type cargo build. So we'll just move into the root. We are in the root. So cargo build. It will compile all the files in the project for us. The important thing to notice here is the generated file is unoptimized and it has debugging info in it. The documentation says that you shouldn't use the unoptimized executable for doing any kind of benchmarking or performance tests. Instead, you should generate optimized executable and test that. Listing the files, we see we have two newly added items. A directory named target and other is a file cargo.lock. We will take a look at cargo.lock in a later video. First, we'll examine the target directory. Going into target directory, cd target, there is also directory debug. So cd debug. So the directory contains our executable along with bunch of other files. We are only interested in our executable at this point, so let's just run the program. Calculator. And it works fine. Another handy command in Cargo is cargo run. So we'll just move to the root and type cargo run. This command compiles all the files in the project and also runs the main file. We didn't see a line about compilation here because Cargo knows we haven't made any changes in the program since the last build. It is a common feature found in build systems that they build the stuff only which requires building. With that out of our way, we can start working on our calculator. Let's open up our program file. So we're going to use Sublime this time. So 3 src main.rs. Right now, we only know how to print statements. We will learn new features as we require them. If we make an outline of what features a calculator needs to have, we will first need an interface to specify the operation, such as user wants to do addition or subtraction and so on. Next, we need two operands or inputs for the operation. Then we need to do the operation and print the answer. Fair enough. So first we will print a menu. Our calculator supports 4 operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. And I encourage you to add more operations to this calculator. So we will print the choices. Let's get rid of this. So println addition, println subtraction, println multiplication, println division. We will also give numbers to the operation so user can just press the number rather than typing out the whole operation name. 1 is addition, 2 is subtraction, 3 is multiplication, and 4 is division. Next, we will ask user to enter a number. So println enter your choice column. Let's compile the program and see if it works. So cargo run. So far so good. Next question is, how do we take input from user? Answer is, we have to import the functionality for reading input into our program. In programming languages, functionalities are distributed among different packages, and all the functionalities are not included in the programs by default because it unnecessarily increases size of programs. The language provides us the functionality for taking inputs in the IO library, where IO stands for input-output. To bring it into the scope of our program, we will use the use statement. Use statement takes a library name and brings that library into scope. We will study more deeply about the packages in future videos, but for now, std is the namespace in which IO library is present. So we'll write use std double colon IO. We will talk about double colon more later in the video. So now we can take input from user. We will use a readLine function to take input. So let's go. It is an IO library, so IO double colon read underscore line, and readLine function takes a string as parameter and writes the user input into that string. To hold that string value, we need to create a variable. A variable is something which holds the value of its specified type. In Rust, a let statement is used to create a variable. So let mute choice equals string double colon new. Here, string is the type of variable and new is an associated function of string type. Whenever we write double colon, then the following function is the associated function on the type. An associated function is a function on the type rather than instance of that type. You can think of them as similar to static methods in other languages such as Java. Let's finish readLine method to take input into the string choice. We will pass the string here, choice, semicolon. Let me compile the program and take user input now. Save the file, cargo run. Oops, we hit an error. Let's see what it says. The error is, let's see, aborting the previous error, cannot find function readLine in module IO. Okay, yeah, forgot it. So IO has a method standardIn, which stands for standard input, which gives an object return, and then on that we need to call readLine. Let's try again, cargo run, and we hit another error. So this time the error is mismatched types. It is occurring on line 10 and it is occurring here. So it says expected type was mutable string and found only string. It also gives hint on why or how you can correct your program. So mutable choice is what you should type, but rather than confusing you much, let me tell you why the error occurred. So in Rust, all the created variables are immutable by default. Immutable means that once assigned, its value cannot be modified. But readLine needs to modify the content of the string in order to put the user input characters into the string. The mute keyword, mut, is used to make the variables mutable. So we have already made this string mutable. But then we also need to give permission to the function to modify the contents of parameter. So we also have to use mutable here. Along with that, we also need to stop the language from making another copy of the parameter. So it is all that parameter by value and pass by value and pass by reference stuff. So putting an end here makes it pass by reference. For now, you can think of it as pass by reference from C or C++, but we will go into much more depth in a future video about what a reference is in Rust. Let's check if the program works now. Okay, go away. So cargo run. It gives another warning, but the program is running. Let's see, 10. Okay, it works. So let's examine what the warning says. So it says unused result which must be used. It is occurring on line 10 again. So as it turns out, readLine method also returns a value. It is of type result, which has information about the result of the operation. Compiler is asking us to handle this potential error. It is similar to an exception in C++ or Java. We will cover results in detail when we handle the error. For now, we will just call expect function, which is present on the instance of result. So .expect, we will type a string here, error taking input, semicolon. If the result is an error, then expect function will just crash the program and print the specified message. Let's try again. Save the program, cargo run, giving the input 10, program finished. Finally, no errors, no warnings. Phew, there was a mouthful of information. I'll let you chew on these in concepts for a while, and whenever you feel ready, you can move on to the next video in playlist. If you liked the video, please hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel, and share this video to all of your friends. Peace.